Hello, and today we are going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow, specifically Season 1, because that's the thing I'm going to review, and this is kind of going to be a trail. I'm going to do Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7, in that order. And I'm just going to give me reviews. Maybe at the end I'll do, ranking all the villains or all the episodes, not all the episodes, or, best episodes, top 10, best, top 10 worst, something like that. I don't know. Maybe. We can see that when I do it. But anyways. Also, if I get stuff wrong, don't yell at me. I haven't seen it in 120 days because I just watched Legends of Tomorrow because I kind of went on a spree of watching the 3 best Arrowverse shows. Now we're on Arrow. It was Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. Also, what was I going to say? I know I'm 8 years late to this. It ended 2 years ago. It started 8 years ago. So let's just try to do this quickly. So I guess the first thing to rate is the plot/story. So it's a neat thing about time travel, these band of misfits who don't really belong and have no importance to timeline. Which, by the way, how Captain Cole was probably Barry's second most prolific villain at the start. Heatwave was his co-guy, his partner in crime. Ray is a billionaire and created a suit that can shrink and enlarge and shoot out ray guns and whatever. Sarah is a trained assassin and had relation with Oliver Queen and all that, and she you get the point. Yeah, you get. Oh, also Firestorm. Stein was a genius that even Harrison Wells appreciated and thought he was a genius. He was actually impressed and jealous by him. So what do you mean? He also did research on time travel and had many awards and stuff. And he's a superhero. He's the second superhero ever. So I just feel it's weird that he's saying they have no effect on the timeline. The Hawks are also two demigods or something like that. They're the worst characters in the show. Same thing with Randall. Actually, maybe Mona's worse, but I'll get to Mona when I get to Mona. But yeah, the plot. That's nice. That it's just a band of misfits and they're all together to defeat one guy who is basically going to destroy the world. We get later on that the reason why he destroys the world is that an invasion that will completely annihilate everyone on Earth will do that, except if Vandal Savage takes control. But that's probably from the best episode 15. It's the best episode of the season, definitely not the show. God. Anyways. Next, the characters. I'd say they honestly had a really strong cast. I think Legends has a really strong cast, except for one or two people. Mona, obviously, don't like her, but she's a later season problem. And then the Hawks. Yeah, they're really annoying. I'm so glad that Hawkman disappeared. It's I have to avenge the death of my son. And it's you just realized he existed. You have no memories of him. What are you on about? That's just my opinion. I think they were stupid and bad characters. Vandal Savage was better than both of them. But honestly, his correlation to that is just bad. In my opinion, one of the worst villains of the Arrowverse that I can tell. I hear Damien Dark's bad and other characters bad, but he definitely I'm not counting Supergirl villains because Supergirl is Supergirl. I know she's part of the Arrowverse, but I'm not watching that show. Anyways, but he's just I don't know, he's giving me off vibes. But yeah, they're all good. I like Rip as, like, Sarah, she's the protagonist, she's not seen like the protagonist. I walked into the show expecting Sarah to be, like, the main guy, the main person, and the protagonist, because she is the protagonist. She's not the protagonist of this season, she is the protagonist of every other season, but Rip is mainly the protagonist of this season. And he's pretty good. I like his whole thing, although I don't understand why he can't just save his wife and son. Because he's like, they're like, oh, you can't save him by killing me, or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what do you mean he can't save them? If he kills you in the past, they'd be dead in the future. That just doesn't make sense to me. That's probably one of the dumbest things of time travel that they do. Along with them, like, they have to, like, let's say they're in the temporal zone for an hour, but they time traveled, and now they have to go an hour later, if you get what I mean. It's like, why do you have to do that? Yeah. So, let's try and do individual episodes, and I'll do, like, how they go together. Individual episodes, I mean, they don't go together very well. I'll just say it. They go together pretty well. The individual episodes are, There's really two characters that carry the season. Or really one. Yeah, I guess two. Rip is really, I liked him throughout the season. I thought he was quite interesting. And Snart, probably because he's just such a good character. And you honestly felt his sacrifice at the end, and it was nice. But yeah, I guess. I mean, like, basically, they're being hunted by Kronos, and, like, the Kronos thing, I mean, like, it's good. I mean, they kind of undid it. But I guess, yeah, it's fine for Mick. Also, they never bring it up again. Like, they never bring up the fact that Mick has lived, like, 500 years longer than him. He said that, like, he was a time hunter for centuries. Like, no one brings that up? What? Anyways. But yeah, that's pretty good. Really, Snart just carried the season and had the best dialogue, and the Hawks brought it down a lot. But all the individual episodes were pretty good. I mean, they were fine on their own. Together, they fit together. It's just, I mean, they did not, like, it's just like, oh, a time hunter's coming after me, and they're so good, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I stopped them easily. What? That one girl who could, like, freeze the time and how all she was strong, but that's kind of it. I feel like she's stronger than Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage using time travel and that. Basically, the second half of the season, episodes 14, 15, 16 kind of, we're all good. Episode 15 is pretty great. Definitely the best episode of the season. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it. I mean, there's no, like, memorable moment, I guess, other than Captain Cold dying and him going back to and telling his father that he shouldn't, like, abuse his kids. That's, like, it, really. It's kind of just it. Yeah, there's really nothing memorable about it. The Vandal Savage is, he's an okay villain. The Hawks are not good characters. I don't know why they persisted on it so much. I know there's probably a reason for this, and I just don't know, but Sarah's bloodlust just disappeared. I don't know why. I don't know. It was like, I know she said a line in, like, season 2 or 3, she's like, oh, I think she said in season 3, talking to John, he's like, oh, I thought this was all over, no more bloodlust, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I don't know, there's probably a reason. I haven't gone into it narrow. But, yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up now. All of it was, the season come together was, it was fine. In my opinion, the worst season of Legend of Tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Probably worse than 4 and 6. But honestly, I don't think season Legend of Tomorrow really has that many bad seasons. I don't think it has any bad seasons. It has, most of the seasons are just good. There's like 3 great seasons, maybe 4, I don't know. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. you can have a different one. So, if you, I'll give it like a, I don't know, 7.1, 7, just flat 7, I don't know. It just wasn't that memorable. It's kind of boring too. So, that's it. Bye. Please subscribe.